Hey guys, welcome to this lower body flexibility routine. We're going to start off on our all fours, taking 8 fire hydrants out to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You should definitely feel the burn a little bit in your glutes. Nice. Now come into a child's pose just to take a deep breath. Now we're going to get ready to come into our downward dog. So taking your time into your triangle, and we're just going to pedal our feet for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to place our left foot on our right calf, just pressing into the calf, getting a really good calf stretch here, and switch over to the other side. One side may feel tighter than the other. Nice. Now we're going to walk our feet in and just come into this ragdoll position. So knees bent and just swaying left to right, releasing your lower back and taking some tension off your hamstrings. So now we're going to come down and take a seat on the mat. We're going to set up for our first figure 4 stretch. So I'm taking my left foot over my right knee, and I'm keeping my foot flexed to protect my left knee, and we're just going to remain here and breathe before we soon start to take some movement. So guys, I want you to now take that crossed foot over to the side and get an even deeper stretch, and bring it back, and let's do that one more time. And bring it right back. Well done. Let's switch over to the other side and hold here until we take some movement. Okay guys, now we're going to go for our twist, getting a deeper stretch, holding for a second, then bringing it back up, and taking one more. Now once you've released, I want you to lay on your back, and we're just going to quickly take this back release just side to side for 1 or 2 before we now set up for figure 4 again, but on our backs. So you just same setup, but now we're taking our hands and grabbing our shin if you can. If you can't grab your shin, just grab underneath your thigh, in between your thigh and your shin. Now gently release and switch to the other side. Now slowly release, and we're going to come into a butterfly. So just feet together, hips out. So guys, try to keep your lower back on the floor if possible, and take deep breaths here and just relax. So we definitely held that for a little while. So now we want to release and come up onto our bottom. So you want to take your feet apart, about mat width apart, and then we're going to start taking these knee taps to the center, working on our hip mobility. So guys, we've been alternating knee to knee. So now we're going to shift back and just take some pulses with our right knee and our left knee. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the other side. Now feet together. And we're just having our hands out, nothing too intense here. Taking some pulses before we then go ahead and set up for our first pigeon pose. Taking the left leg forward first. So guys, we're going to hold this stretch for a little while. So get ready to relax here and open up those hips. I do like to take some slight movement to the left and right when I'm in this. And now here I'm going to come onto my chest. You can take this variation if you can. Now gently release and switch sides. I hope you really enjoyed that stretch and relaxed, and just close your eyes, breathe. Same thing on this side, guys, okay? Nice, well done guys. I know we held that for long, but you can finally release and just shake it out a little bit. We're going to go for our blocks, and we're going to come into our first lunge, taking my left leg forward and right leg back. So because this is passive and we're using an object to help us get deeper into the stretch, you will feel this. The goal here is to breathe and have good alignment. If you can't breathe or your alignment is off, I just need you to try and readjust yourself. So now you want to take this back into a hamstring stretch, but we want this stretch to be active, guys, and I need you to have good alignment, okay? Knee and ankle of the back leg are in a line, and you want to flex the front foot So it's as if you're pulling your heel backwards and you're really feeling that stretch in your hamstring. And take it back into your lunge again. So here I was meant to do the hamstring stretch one more time, but don't worry, let's move on to the other side where we will do it twice. And come back into your hamstring stretch, nice and active, good alignment. And back into our lunge again. And now we're going to take one more hamstring stretch like we should have done on the other side. Now we can release and set up for our frog pose. So guys, we're going to hold our frog pose for about just over a minute. So I really want you to relax and take your deep breaths and just allow your groin to open. Slowly but surely, your hips will get closer and closer to the floor. Now let's get ready to release from this stretch. First of all, we're going to bring our feet together. Then we're going to come up onto our hands and just look up as I'm doing here, before we now properly fully release. Well done, guys. I know we held that for quite a while, but it's so important to try to hold your frog pose for at least 1 to 2 minutes to really start to see progress. So well done if you made it this far. Amazing. So now what we're going to do is grab our blocks, come into a standing position, and we're going to come into pyramid pose. So your front leg is facing forward, but your back leg is at an angle, as I am here. And we're just going to hold this for a little while before we switch over to the other side. You can release the blocks if you want to, or you can use them. And switch to the other side. Amazing. Now releasing from the stretch, grabbing your blocks back, we're going to come into a hamstring stretch. So take your feet wider than the mat as I'm doing here, and we're going to take our blocks further out and come into this stretch here. So it's as if you're pulling the blocks back. So this is definitely active and you can feel it. And now we're going to bring the blocks closer in and our feet closer in, about hip width apart, and take some cat-cow movement. So trying to lengthen the back and then curve, then lengthen, then curve, then lengthen, and bring it down. So we're going to come into our seated straddle and take a stretch over our right side. And stretch over towards our left. And now let's finally take our pancake stretch. And now we're going to release. Well done, guys. Shake it all out. We just have one last stretch to do. If you made it this far, well done to you for doing something amazing for your body and working on your flexibility. Taking the block and trying to get it past our feet. If you can't do this, that's fine. Just aim for your feet without the block. And let's just take this hamstring stretch. Well done, guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care. See you soon. Thank you for being here as always.